Hey, Exhibit fam. I'm here with Rizzo, the hero, aka Romeial. How you doing?
Hello, Miss Brenda. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. He made me laugh so much out there. He's really funny. I want to tell you guys need to look him up on social media. He'll give you all his social media handles in a bit, but let me go ahead and allow you guys to get to know him. So let me go ahead and ask you the first question. What motivates you to do what you do? Comedy.
Well, me myself as an artist, as a comedian, you know what I mean. For one, I'm gonna be honest. For one, just having the gift, having the talent. I feel as if out of all the people in the world, I'm honored that He gave it to me. You know, God gave it to me. My sister, who is my biggest fan, my biggest supporter, you know, who just motivates me to keep going. Shout out to Yuri, Anita Lavender, aka Ya, aka Creole Queen, founder of Ya Creation, and of course my mom. Mrs. Angel McGee, the queen of the McGee Mafia, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans finest, the rose who grew with no watering. So yeah, those three people, God, my mom, and my sister.
Beautiful. Strong women in your life, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Shout out to them.
Definitely.
How did you start your comedy career?
I started my comedy career basically in 2003. My mom sent me, I was taken out of high school and I went to military school. And it was a talent show. The first talent show, I rapped and I bombed. I did horrible, similar to how I did out there earlier. But a second talent show came up and I did stand-up comedy. I started doing impersonations of people. Growing up as a kid, I would just mock different celebrities, mock school teachers, mock relatives and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So somebody, I think my drill instructor said, listen, when you go on stage, you should imitate all the drill instructors. Yeah. And I did that, and I just saw people's reaction, the way they laughed, and I said, this is my calling. You know what I mean? And, you know, growing up looking at Comic View, Def Comedy Jam, stuff like that, I'm like, hey, I could do what those guys do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's, you know, I just feeling as if it's naturally in me. You know what I mean? And, I mean, I pretty much fuck up at everything else. You know, I tried to be an electrician. I got electrocuted. I tried to build houses as a carpenter. I hammered my thumb. You know what I mean? I tried to be an exotic dancer. I keep getting arrested. I don't know what the hell's going on. Just aggravating, you know?
You guys should have heard him rap. He was doing really good. And I saw people laughing. So that's why, you know, comedy is his thing. Because even when he's rapping, people are laughing.
Thank you.
I also wanted to tell you, why do you think comedy isn't as appreciated?
You know, comedy isn't really as appreciated because of the fact that everyone knows someone who can make them laugh. Everyone has a friend or family. Everyone knows someone who can just talk shit. You know what I mean? So comedy really is not appreciated. You know, I mean, one thing is not appreciated, but I'm seeing where it's always been respected because laughter saves everything. You know, laughter is medicine. You know what I mean? Unlike rappers, you know, we're not feared. You know, but what people have to realize is that comedians are the real serial killers. We are the ones who go through it all, to take any type of tragical situation, happy situation, confused situation, and make it into a humor situation. That's dangerous. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, comedy is not appreciated. And now you see everyone wants to be a comedian. Everyone wants to have a podcast. Everyone wants to be content creators. You have rappers who is older now, who's retired, that want to be comedians. You know, so, you know, I thought it was only our job to talk shit. You know, you guys were gangsters. You know, get back to being a gangster, you know?
Yeah. And why is it so important to follow your dreams?
I'm sorry.
Why is it so important to follow your dreams?
It's important to follow your dreams because if not, you're going to work for someone who did. You know what I mean? I tell that to people a lot. You know what I mean? God gave you the gift. He gave you the gift. We understand that trials, tribulations, so many situations come up in life, such as children, such as family, you know, such as finances. You know what I mean? But still in all, you know, you're never too old. You know, me, myself, I came all the way out here from New Orleans on the Amtrak train with only $200 in my name. You know what I mean? I was homeless. You know, now when I say homeless, I'm not talking about, you know, having sex with men for drugs on Skid Row, nothing like that. Okay, just basically, you know, from couch to couch and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I was moving on faith. I was moving on God faith, and it's like, you know what? I left New Orleans at age 33. This is the youngest I've ever been, and this is the oldest I've ever been, and the youngest I'm going to ever be. You know what I mean? So you don't wait for your parachute to open. Just jump. It's going to open. You know what I mean? So it's very important. So follow your dreams and work for someone who did, man. You know, and you're going to wind up being bitter and jealous of those who did. Yes. Just remember that.
Yes, so get your game on pretty much.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And let me go ahead and ask you the difference in transitioning from New Orleans to LA. You did mention you moved from New Orleans with $200. How was the transition from there to LA?
You know, it's different. For one, you know, LA, California period has more diverse. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans is kind of just starting to get like that because of the culture. You know, the Mexican, the Latino community is just starting to, you know, become residents of New Orleans. You know, a couple of agents. But growing up, it was mainly black and white. So me coming out here, living in a Hispanic community, living amongst Orientals, Asians, people of different ethnic groups, Arabian. You know what I mean? It's a big thing to me. It's a spiritual movement, for me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I am happy to be in LA. I'm proud to be from New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the people are very different. I would say, because I'm from New Orleans, it's safe for me to say New Orleans people are mainly, I don't want to say closed-minded, but I would say mainly one track. Everything in New Orleans is black and white. There's no gray. California has a little bit of gray, a little bit understanding. They'll bend the wires for you. You know what I mean? But still in all, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? How long I'm going to be out here in California? It's been, 6 years now? I came out in 2018. So how long I'll be out here, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I love my family. I'm blessed to be a homeowner in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I rent apartment out here in California. But, still in all, I'm like I say, it's a blessing. I'll say that.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I just want to give you a chance to go ahead and give your social media, your handles, for anybody that wants to go ahead and look up your work.
Absolutely. So check it out. My name is Romeial Hilaire, a.k.a. your grandmother's favorite exotic dancer. So listen, you can catch me on Facebook at Romeial Hilarious. You can catch me on YouTube at RISO888. Okay, and I'm on Instagram at Rizzo_the_hero. And also, before we end it, I want to let you guys know something. This is the first, and I'm always interviewing people. This is the first interview I've had throughout my career in California. Okay, so I want to do something special for you. Okay, but you have to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay.
Close my eyes?
Yes. Okay. You can open.
Oh, wow.
Definitely, you hear me?
I feel honored.
Definitely. So this is Mardi Gras. This is Zulu. This is my tribe, African nation warrior.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And this is a coconut. This is a coconut from New Orleans,
Thank you so much.
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
My first interview. Shout out to Miss Beautiful Brenda. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much. Thank you to the exhibit showroom.